So, welcome back to my FIFA 17 Carlisle United career mode. In the last video, I gave you a small introduction as to what's going to be happening in this series and how I plan to play it out in terms of the storyline and the player training, the youth academy and all sorts of other things. So, if you haven't seen that, I recommend you go back and watch it now. Stop this video, go and watch that, or if you've already seen it, then you can stay here and be a little rebel. But now we've got our first game coming up of the series, the first game where we play, and that is at home against Grimsby Town in the EFL League 2. So midway through the first half, we managed to get a bit of an attack going and some nice link-up play between our forwards. Created a great chance for us to go 1-0 up, but the keeper managed to save the volley from Gajeev, who is our captain. Coming towards the end of the first half now, Escobar finds Edwards and he plays a little disguised pass through to Popovic, who has a shot but the Grimsby keeper saves it. I think we'll call him Pops from now on because that's just better than saying Popovic all the time. Like I said, right on the stroke of half time, and Grimsby do a nice turn up there on the wing. Cross the ball in along the floor and Vernon puts it in and puts the visitors 1-0 up. So after a pretty even first half, we found ourselves 1-0 down, but it was expected, to be honest. The stamina of our players on half time was very low, so nothing really was expected to win. A nice 1-2 again between our forwards, and we get two great opportunities to take the lead there, but we can't find a way past the Grimsby keeper. Mike Gillespie collects the ball from the cross and he throws it out, but it's a poor touch from our midfielder, and he loses the ball. Omar Bogle into the box and he slots it past the Carlisle keeper, and that is 2-0 down. And at this stage, with just under half an hour to go, it was pretty much game over. So yeah, that's all we could do. Literally, we fought really hard in our first match, but they was all so fatigued, the Carlisle players, and we end up coming away with a 2-0 defeat in our first game. Not the best of starts. So the first time we get to see Bama Striker 9's training formula in action, and we've got Edwards, Pops, Deary, El Said and Price all doing the bronze level training, and you can see the first results there on screen. So into the second game of the episode now, we are up against Blackpool at home, and this is actually an EFL Cup game because we're in League 2, you start in round 1. So Edwards plays the ball over the top looking for Alexandrov, and the Blackpool player messes up the clearance there, and that allows us to have a shot on goal. Blackpool's turn for an attack now, and they've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. It plays forward to Nandule. He returns it back to the midfielder who has a shot, and it's saved well by Matt Gillespie. Not much went on in the first half. Blackpool had the last chance of this first half as the ball is played into Nandule, but he absolutely skies it. And this second half proves to be much more entertaining because there is so many highlights. Gazeev here has the ball, plays it in to Brandon Edwards, I think he's called, and he's got a clear shot on goal, and it's saved by the keeper. And the keepers in this game had fantastic matches. They both played really well, and you'll see what I'm saying, see what I mean as we progress through the highlights. Great ball there from Alexandrov to Pops, who has a shot, and again is saved by the Blackpool keeper. And at this stage we was really on top. All the highlights were coming from us. Gajeev through to Karanyan, I think that's how you say it. It's the Indian winger, and Pops has another shot there, and the rebound hits the side netting. Like I said, most of the highlights in this game were from Carlisle, and Blackpool managed to get a counter-attack going here, and our players are just so tired. It's 3 against 2, and Daniels shrugs off our defender there, and he slots it into the net with 9 minutes to go. We are 1-0 down, and it looks like we're heading for an early exit out of the EFL Cup, but it's not expected to get through, are we really, because of the quality of players that we've got and their ages and the inexperience. We're not expecting to progress anywhere. So unless we could find an equaliser, we were going out. Deary here on the wing, pass it to the captain Gazeev, who sees a nice run from Escobar, who finishes it into the back of the net, and that was 3 minutes later after Blackpool took the lead. And he runs over to the camera there, and it's now 1-1 and we're back in the game. Nice finish from him, sent the keeper the wrong way sort of thing. And we're back into this cup tie, but that was it. That was full time, and because it's the EFL Cup, there's no replays. It's just literally straight on into extra time. Here we are now in extra time, and it's Blackpool who are dominant in extra time, I must say. And that player there just has a shot that goes past the post. That could have been game over for us. And second half of extra time now, Blackpool on the attack again with Daniel, and a one for the cameras from Gillespie. What a save that was. that was flying into the top corner, no doubt about it. And coming towards the end now, Blackpool have a corner, but the player messes it up, and Edwards is free to go. They've got all their men forward, and if Edwards can just keep on going, he could slot this into the back of the net. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he manages to miss it. The keeper did a good save. Like I said, keepers had great games in this match. And we've got only 2 minutes left now. Alexandrov ball into Pops, and it's off the post. Actually, it was Escobar who headed it off the post there. So close to getting a winner, but it just wasn't meant to be. So after 120 minutes of football, our players could barely stand, and we go to penalties. And I'm not going to show you all of them because it might take quite a while. We miss our first one there. Daniel slots in, and now Escobar steps up and rifles it into the top corner. Roof of the net as well. Great pen. And Mike Gillespie managed to get a kneecap on that or something. I don't know. It was a shin. And El Said steps up. He must score to keep us in the game, and he doesn't. He hits the crossbar, and that is it. All that hard work undone, and Blackpool come away 4-3 winners on penalties. And it was such a shame to go out so early on, but that is the cup. On to the third game now, and we are back in Football League 2. We've got some more league action. And we are away to Stevenage, still looking for our first win of the season. So we've got Alexandrov down here on the wing, and we wanted to get ahead. We wanted to try and have our good start. And this move almost ended up in a goal. It looked like our equaliser against Blackpool in the last episode, very similar. And that was a decent chance for us. And here we have Gazayev play the ball into Popovic, and he goes down. And the referee signals for a penalty. So a great chance for us to take the lead in this league match, and that will be the first time we've ever done that, because obviously we got beat off Grimsby. Stonewall penalty, and the captain steps up and slots it into the centre of the net. The keeper didn't even move for some reason. I don't know why they do that on this game, bit strange, but I'm not bothered. We'll take it, and Carlisle will certainly take it. And there is the captain, Gazayev, by far our most high rated player. So into the lead we went, and it was literally all Carlisle this game. Stevenage only had about one shot. Here we have Alexandrov going down after a rough challenge. That was a big challenge from that player, and but no penalty this time. And Deary takes the corner into the box. Al Said with the header, and a great save from the keeper there to keep it 1-0. And this was Stevenage's attack, but we do actually manage to break it down. And we've got Alexandrov playing it inside into the middle, and then we've got Kuranyin on the other side. Both decent, fast-paced wingers, and he cuts inside here. Got 4 players around him, but he still manages to get the shot away. And again, it's another good save from the Stevenage keeper. This was their only chance that was worth noting, really. This was like, it was miles wide as well, so not really worth showing you much. And that was it. Not much happened in that game. We come away 1-0 victors, and finally we've got our 3 points on the board and our first ever win under the new management. And this is here now. Some more training with our players. We've got 3 bronze and 1 silver on the go there, being Gazayev. So on to the final game for this episode, and we are at home in Football League 2 against Crewe Alexandra, our old club and Cutsy's new club. And a great ball in there from Kuranyin to Alexandrov, and a nice double save also there from Ben Garrett, I believe it was. We've got Moore playing the ball down the wing here to Edwards, and he's up against the defender, skins him, takes it past him, but gets hacked down. And that was a bit of a bad challenge. And look at this, the only reason I put this in, look at the referee here, proper angry. Shows that yellow card to the Ben Nugent there, and don't know what he was so angry for. But we've got Popovic into the box, and another save from Ben Garrett. It has been a save fest in this episode, literally, from the keepers. And look, there's our keeper, Matt Gillespie, making a double save. Great effort from him. And I don't know what it is with the keepers. I don't know if I've changed the setting by accident or something, but they're just playing absolutely amazing in this video. It won't be like that all the time. Alexandrov here into Escobar. He finds Edwards, and it is a nice worked move, and unfortunately the keeper saves it. But we score the rebound, and Escobar yet again puts us in the lead. And this guy's our top scorer now, I think, with 2 goals. I might be wrong. It could be on 3, I'm not sure, maybe including a penalty, but definitely has got 2 goals for us. Now Crewe on the attack, and a challenge from Al Said, and I thought at the time, he gets a yellow card there, I thought that he got the ball, and looking back on the replay, he clearly did. He got the man as well, but he got the ball first, so You know, EA, they're not the best in terms of AI and refereeing decisions, but Crew player goes down. Al Said, nothing you can do about it. Player steps up and slots it into the back of the net, and that is now 1-1 with around 22 minutes to go. So not many more highlights in this game. Crew player here on the wing tries to cross it in, but our left back or right back, I'm not sure, handballs it, and that is now a free kick to Crew, and they're going to cross this in, and you'll see what happens in literally 1 second. They rattle it right off the top of the crossbar, so close to taking the lead there, and a decent punch away from Mark Gillespie. And into the last minute of the game now, goal kick from that resulting save there, and it's literally 3 passes later we are into the box, but Alexandrov shoots wide, hits the stanchion, and that was the end of the game. A mixed bag of results in this episode, and but at least we didn't lose, and we managed to get a point against a decent Crew Alexandra side. So that has been the end of this episode. There is the league table after 3 games, and we're sitting quite comfortably in around mid-table, and it's not too bad at the start. We've got 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss, so it could be a lot worse. And yeah, that has been the end of this episode. So we'll pick up next time against Colchester. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.